Okay. So, we're back. Had a bit of a break, but that's because scheduling stuff again.
That's always gonna be like the bane of our existence.
Yeah. We'll do an update video eventually, but for now, back to this.
I don't like that look on his face.
Yeah, even in contradiction, he had this sort of.
Two glasses out of your mouth, like that goes behind your ear and like.
Let's start with Nathan. Work our way up.
Okay. Hey, Nathan.
I burned the photos of Hannah. It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since. There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Wait, did what with the Salvation Army bin? um.
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Oh,
Okay.
that's. I kinda understand that though. That's kind of fucked up.
Sorry, drawing a blank.
Don't be an asshole, Nathan. That's very
Distracting.
disorienting. Yeah.
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
Well, that's sad.
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Well, that's not a good way to react to.
Yeah.
That's just like, I don't know, like the anger is understandable, but like you would still grieve had you known that before.
Yeah. Well, it's part of like. It's sort of like having a friend not be your friend anymore, and then something terrible happens to them. You, on some level, you'd still like feel bad because of that history, like because of how close you were.
Right.
I mean, it's sort of what makes like an impactful moment in like a comic book or a movie when like the hero dies and so the villain grieves.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to tell you.
I don't know, it's kind of like I don't know, kind of going along those lines, it makes me think about in X-Men, Xavier and Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Like when something bad happens to like one of them, the other one is upset about it. Like in the
Yeah.
the one movie where like
Yeah.
no spoilers just in case it's an old movie, so hopefully you've seen it, but the very bad thing happens to Xavier and Magneto is like, that didn't need to happen. That was incredibly unfortunate. That was bad. That's
Yeah. And again, it is because of that, like, that history. Like, despite everything they go through back and forth throughout the movies and the comics and everything, it's
they have a lot of history together. They mean a lot to each other no matter what. And that's just kind of how people work. It's hard to let go of those bonds.
not to distract from the grief and Magneto and Xavier stuff. The X-Men stuff, sorry. I'm kind of creeped out. Am I the only one seeing, like, lots of faces in those pictures? Especially the one second from the left. I see like 3 different faces there, and they're creeping me out.
I don't see like a bunch of faces in that one, like the second from the left one. I see almost like a regal looking figure, like
It's hang on. I'm not.
I see a mouth in the one like next to that on like
Yeah, on the on the right.
it looks like a mouth with wings.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, like, I see this sort of looks like a skull, like some sort of animal skull. Because there's like the holes for the nose and the teeth and like the eyes. But like, this looks like a creepy fucking face.
mm-hmm.
But then that looks like an actual human face. Like, I'm starting to see faces in those paintings, and they're creeping me out. Okay, so back to you, Nathan. Have you had a loop day?
Yeah, people in the comments can make what they want of our discussion of those.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't know.
About what?
We have an asterisk here.
I regretted it.
Oh, wait. 2 things real quick.
You've asked me that already. No. Wait. Maybe that was yesterday. I don't know, anyway.
Okay, that was crazy. Okay, here's the other thing. Do you still love Hannah?
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore? And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
I forgot we gave him dating advice.
Me too. I forgot what the dating advice was.
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
See, it's the ability like that makes me a little bit envious. But not for the intent of, like, he's doing of saying the right things.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, for the same thing that he's doing of, like, not saying the wrong thing. It's like my biggest fear in conversation is, like, saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, also, I have to say, I hate dating websites.
Me too. That's why I don't use them.
I tried OkCupid, and I got tired of responding to people. I used to respond to, like, everyone. When I first started the account, I would respond to anyone who messaged me, and then that got really weird. And then I stopped responding to anyone, so I can't have... I can't have a dating website because I don't respond to anyone. Because they weirded me out.
What did he say?
He started his dating site. He can say the right thing if he said the wrong thing before, because
Right.
loop days.
I don't know anything about that.
That was a weird way of phrasing it. I
Yeah,
know.
let's watch it again, see if there's like...
Okay.
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it on the day we place. It's not very honest.
Honest. I'm starting to see how the update went.
Mm-hmm.
Like the words are kind of slanted. The words are slanted and the asterisks are colored.
Yeah.
Not very honest.
If I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here.
Oh, really?
The friendly redhead with the accent.
Which friendly redhead? Hang on.
I'm bad at, like... I don't remember what anyone looks like.
See,
And Mariana has red hair, doesn't she?
yeah, it's either Mariana or Ellen. Because Mariana is a redhead.
Yeah. Is she a redhead? Ellen? Elin? Whatever the fuck.
It's either red or brunette.
Yeah, she's a brunette.
Okay. It's like in certain shots, like the tips of her hair looks red.
Yeah, it's probably like the light hitting it just right.
Right.
That doesn't mean anything to me. That's not really relevant.
Ugh. I wonder. This is what screws us a lot of the times.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what else to kind of put.
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
I agree.
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
Yeah, that's repeat days or no repeat days. You believe you have repeat days, and that's...
Yeah. And that's something that, like, never happened until he got here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, and Dr. Dekker has seemed like a fishy character from the beginning.
God, this is so long.
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
I feel like it pops up on the replays.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So it, like, at least gives you the chance to, like, work it out on yourself. On yourself? On your own.
So, I don't know. He was bursting to tell you about it, or ecstatic with power. I don't know.
See, bursting to tell you about it just sounds odd.
Yeah.
It's like you could have just said he was excited. 'Cause bursting just sounds too, like, intimate.
No, sorry.
Don't be that guy, Nathan. Not today. We're on a mission here.
Curse. Well remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's gonna sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him. I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Demonstration. That's...
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There
What?
was no flame. And then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he
Nice
tried to
little
hypnotize
edit
me.
there.
Forget it.
I was too focused on the flame. I heard something about hypnotized.
Yeah,
Is that how you spell hypnotized?
maybe.
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Why were you scared? What
I was
is that?
scared what Dr. Dekker
The
would
white
do to
thing
me if he
ring.
found out I still knew. So I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
That exclamation point? Like, which white thing?
In like one of the like things with Nathan, he's got like a white thing in his hand that he like tosses up. He like puts it in his shirt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it's like a ball or something. It kind of looks like an egg.
It does kind of look like an egg.
No, I don't know about that. I'm not trying to hide anything. I just don't know.
I have a riddle for
It's not
you.
really relevant.
Okay, alright, fine. Fine.
What's it's got in its pockets is.
Alright, Gollum. Okay.
Yeah, so we've got 1 asterisk by he cursed you and 2 by a demonstration. That's a hard word to say.
Asterisks.
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore, so I got basic therapist.
That sounds...
Play with you?
Yeah.
Like,
He told me lots of people get depression, to become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be. Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed
she
to
quite
care,
liked him.
which is more I can say for
I
Dekker.
remember him. I remember her going on about like,
Right.
even though it's been a while. Yeah, that's just we should ask Jaya about.
Right. Cool.
I think we asked him that before.
Yeah, I just can't
And-
remember who was the last person we talked to in the last session.
Yeah, I think we asked him if Dekker called him on Valentine's Day, and he said something about like getting a call, but he wasn't able to take it.
Right. Right. Okay, we got 2 other asterisks.
I was scared. What the
So what I'm thinking it's like orange for the conversations that'll like move us forward. Mm-hmm. But when it's green, it's like that's extra.
Mm-hmm.
Which means since we're not done with him yet, there's still more that we need to ask about.
You've asked me that already. No. Wait. No. Sorry.
Sorry.
Also an answer, though.
God damn it.
I don't know anything about that.
Well, you should.
I don't know where to continue with him.
I know.
Here's what I suggest, and this is probably going to be weird for the episode. Let's go to someone else and then come back to Nathan. Because, like, I don't know what else to do with Nathan.
Right.
But we did get a lead for Jaya. Or Jaya.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see why you want to do that. I just don't like doing that because then, like, all of Nathan's stuff is all the way at the bottom and, like...
Yeah. It'd be better... Well, see, here's what we'll do. We'll go to Jaya, and then we'll come back to Nathan. That way it won't be too much of a gap.
Okay.
Because there is, like, a connecting factor between those two now.
Mm-hmm.